Hey everyone, this is Blackbinder, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Last time we left off, we turned in the Valiant Trading Company expedition quest at the Valiant Trading Company, and now we are heading to the Brass Citadel, but I got an encounter on my way there, so let's see what happens. I was hoping to spare you any loading screens, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Alright, the cliffs high above block all sight of the stars from the narrow alleys and tunnels of Nekataka's ghettos. The reek of rotten fruit mixes with the noisome scent of dead fish, swaddling you along with 100 other lesser filthy fragrances. Your footsteps echo in the darkness, piercing the otherwise silent slums. Strangely quiet, don't you think? Aloth looks around warily. You turn a corner and walk into a plaintive cry. Help! Misshapen shadows mix with low hissing and the skittering of claws on filthy stone to resolve into a pack of scolder. Their glistening maws float in the black... and cave grubs wriggle about their legs, mandibles snapping as if to mangle the air. On the far side of the creatures, a small girl dressed in the rags of the Huana grips a gleaming sword in both hands. She brandishes it wildly at the scolder, each swing of the blade releasing a howl that keeps the beasts at bay. They creep ever closer to her, however, and her eyes plead with your own. Please! Use the girl as a distraction, draw the beast's attention. Let's do that. And we will use Adair to do it. With a resounding shout, Adair rushes into the fray. The Scolder flinch and turn on your party. They growl hungrily as they charge forward. Moderate positive reputation gain. Nekataka's gotta love us by now. We did all the nice things. Although being nice to the lower caste seems like it's a bad thing to the upper caste. Alright, we're going to send everyone in here. We'll do Phantom Foes with Seraphim. And Divine Blessing with Shoti, and then she'll go into Flaming Pillar. Everyone else, give it a second. Let's have, I'm going to have my guy take out the Skoldrax in the back, next to the girl. Aloth, go ahead and Chill Fog. Right there. Shoti, Pillar of Faith. Right there. Hopefully that'll take everyone down. No. Has my guy taken him out yet? There he is. He's going down. Oh, God, stop. You're going to Pillar of Faith her. Or Pillar of Flame her. That would not have been good. Need to kill these all so she doesn't run into the Chill Fog and get hurt and then hate me forever because I accidentally hit her once. Her name is Kusi. I'm gonna magic missiles this cave grub. And it did nothing. Wow, that cave grub's got a lot of hit points. We'll take all that. Alright, Kusi, what's up? She's tiny. The girl panting before you, draped in tattered Rapara robes, bears a few bruises and cuts, but looks otherwise unharmed. Beads of sweat commingle with trickling blood on her forehead. Finally, relaxing, she lowers the sword she's been swinging, letting the edge rest in the dirt. The pommel bears the form of a dog's head.
Thanks, stranger. Don't think I could have made it without you.
Kusi smiles, eyes gleaming in the gloom. What were you doing out here?
These Scolder had been picking folk off for weeks. Picking on the weak. Those too young, old, or sick to fight them off.
She kicks one of the corpses.
Maybe it was stupid, but I couldn't let that go on, not if I could help it.
I'm glad I can help.
Huh, you and me both. The gullet's a safer place with these monsters cut to pieces.
That's quite the sword you've got there.
Like it? My father left it for me. Told me that one day I'd defend the Deadfire with it.
It seemed to have magical properties.
You're not wrong. I don't understand it myself, but it seemed to confuse the Scolder. Probably saved my life.
Then it's an ancestral blade?
Not really. Father found it and brought it home. He said he got it from some Dirwidian pirate captain with a dog named Griffin. But, well, sometimes his tales were a bit taller than true.
You look like you had it handled. No. You're lucky you're not dead.
I know. But isn't that true of most folk who aren't dead? Anyway, I think you should have this. For what you did, and for what you can do with it.
Most one in the gullet don't have your grasp of Adaran.
That's Father's
Adiran.
He traveled all over and he insisted that I learn Adiran, Valian, and Rawatayan.
She puffs out her chest.
I even know a few phrases in Anutanic.
Anutanic? Thank you, I'll use this blade well.
No, thank you for coming along when you did. And what's more, for helping.
She bows her head. As you take the sword from her, the girl steps back. Griffin's blade. Grants loyal companion. The spirit of Griffin bolsters the party's courage, grants steadfast to the wielder and nearby allies when the wielder is bloodied. What does steadfast do? +5 resolve, so +5 deflection. Howling blade, 50% chance to daze target and nearby enemies on crit.
I truly appreciate what you did. Not everyone in Nekataka steps in for a neighbor. I need to be getting back to Mother, though.
She grimaces down at one of the dead Skolder.
I probably shouldn't take home Skolder meat, should I?
She muses. Why not? Let's talk to her again.
I mean, meat's meat.
Alright, let's grab this cave grub. And then get out of here. Yeah, it looks like it's just a transitional map. Alright, we need to talk to the Hazanui in the Brass Citadel. She should be there now. She's probably not going to be too happy we're working with the Valian Trading Company. And really, I'm not too happy about that either, but oh well. We already made the decision to help them, so.
You look like you've come with a purpose.
Is that not who we were supposed to talk to? In the Brass Citadel, someone. Return to Atsura. No, he's the guy in the basement. Forget what we were supposed to do for him, but I'm sure he'll let us know.
Kitchen.
They weren't that bad.
Clear skies.
I restored the luminous Audra at Pococahara.
That explains the rumors the Valians are scaling up in Queen's Birth. I'd hoped you would stop them.
His expression doesn't change, but you can feel his dissatisfaction like a shift in the temperature. They'll bring development and trade that will improve the lives of many.
They'll press gang the locals and tear Pococahara apart. Once they're done, they'll leave behind a wrecked island and a tribe dependent on their resources.
He's quiet for a moment. When he speaks again, there's an abrupt shift in his demeanor.
Nevertheless, I'm more interested in reports the storms around the islands have cleared. What do you know of this?
He leans a little closer, his hands folded behind his back. There was a cloud of essence corrupting the Audra. Clearing it ended the storm. This one's a metaphysics one, but this is what actually happened, so we'll do there was a cloud of essence corrupting the Audra.
Even if this isn't the outcome we'd wanted for Pococahara, your observation is infinitely more valuable. Take this, and remember it the next time we call on you.
He hands you a purse, but his expression is distant, as if he's still thinking about what you told him. At 1,200 copper.
We suspected something unnatural was behind the storms, but we had little evidence.
The smile playing at his lips is that of a man who's seen the next 3 moves in a game of Hazatoa. This one, we got history and Rawatayan. Rawtai is plagued with terrible storms. You think there may be a connection?
Yes. If the storms that assail Rawtai have a similarly unnatural origin, then perhaps they too can be stopped.
Remember, Rawtai is a place far away from here. He looks back up at you, his eyes bright with purpose.
And if that's the case, then there's more work to be done. Work that you might be able to help with.
Another silence passes as he regards you.
After all, somebody has to keep the peace in these tumultuous times, no?
Because we're diplomatic and benevolent. He smiles, showing all his pointed teeth.
In any case, Hazanui Karu has a matter that could use your help. Her office is on the main floor behind the large double doors. It's most conspicuous.
It's not very conspicuous is what I think he meant.
Rhyming Hazanui?
Hazanui Karu.
Atsura tells me you tamed the storms of Pococohara.
She scratches her chin with the stem of her pipe, watching you with new interest.
Makes a person wonder what kind of secrets lie in Andra's mortar.
She takes a thoughtful puff on her pipe. Why do you say that? She grins, smoke curling between her teeth.
Don't tell me you've never gazed at a horizon and wondered at what lies beyond. Or seen a no trespassing sign as a challenge?
Always. Our character, anyway. Mischief tugs her smile across her broad jaw. Ugh, broad jaw. In that moment, she looks somehow younger. Nothing is more thrilling than the call of the unknown.
That's the spirit.
She claps you on the back, her wooden hand clopping against your shoulder.
Rautai's storms have made us who we are as a nation. Hardy, driven, inventive. But they've also held us back. Forced our people to seek resources and livelihoods far from our homes and families. Imagine how much more we could achieve if we could control those storms.
Her bright eyes watch you for a reaction. You think something in Andra's mortar will help you with that?
Why not? The storms there cannot be natural. Not when they are so ferocious, so constant.
She motions to the window. A thin stream of smoke follows her gesture.
And your exploits at Pococohara suggests that something else may be behind them. But enough of that for now.
Atsura said you needed my help.
There's an understatement.
She knocks the bowl of her pipe against her wooden hand.
The trouble in Hasango forced us to send additional ships back to Rawatai to make up for shortfalls. And storms at home have delayed another portion of our fleet. This leaves us short-handed here.
She purses her lips with displeasure. I've got an expert crew and a ship that can handle anything out here.
I have no doubt. We're due to collect a special shipment for delivery to our port at Sayuka. We've contracted with a captain named Widla.
A flicker of distaste passes across her face.
Meet her, complete the trade, and take the cargo to Sayuka. Fleet Master Okaya is overseeing the development of some special projects there.
She takes a thoughtful draw on her pipe as she looks at you, seemingly deciding what to say.
She's one of the brightest minds in Rawatai, and it shows. You two will get along.
Because we are rational. Her amusement manifests in the barest lift of her eyebrows.
Most of her work is, or should be, under wraps for now. But perhaps she can give you a taste of what we have to offer.
If it's important, I can handle it. What next?
Widla's agreed to meet our courier out at sea, away from the heaviest traffic.
She gestures on her map to the open water west of Nekataka.
This is her payment. We've already negotiated with her.
1,000 copper.
Master Okaya will see to your compensation once you arrive with the cargo.
She watches you appraisingly.
This is the kind of job that's best completed quickly and quietly. I'm counting on your famous discretion. Clear
Sure about
skies.
that? I just kill everything and then ask questions later. Well, I kill the evil guys or whoever presents themselves as the evil guys. So don't be a grizzled old veteran around me, cause I'll just kill you. Don't be mean to puppies. Don't be mean to cats. Let's talk to Amini, now that we are friends with the Brass Citadel people.
Better. You know, I've heard stories about you. People around Nekataka seem to think a lot of you. I could probably use the good influence, especially with the way my last posting ended.
She grins.
I'll see you on board, Captain.
Alright. Why's she walking like that? Alright, let's go out here. Was there anybody we needed to meet out here? No. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go to... Can I go in here
I
yet?
still can't let you through.
Alright, we need to go to Pariki's Overlook in the Luminous Bathhouse. And then there was somewhere else we needed. Oh, the Sacred Stair. We are going to try Isir's tomb again this episode. I'm pretty sure we can take it. Adair is fairly formidable. That's not the problem. I need to have enough damage and accuracy to actually hit and take down the Ravagers quickly, because there's more than one, if I remember correctly. And remember, that's not even the last fight. Need future told. Dark Cupboard has fortune box. Okay. Oh, that's... He's talking about the Dark Cupboard is Arkamir's little store, but we already talked to the gypsy there, or the thief that was turned into a gypsy fortune teller. Alright, who are we looking for? Herwiena? Oops, she's naked. Let's talk to her.
Again, fellow bather.
Enjoy the bath. Amrio, no, we're not talking to him. He's gross. Hold on just a second.
Would you care to enjoy the bath's offerings?
No, I want to talk to the lady. I wanted to get this girl to turn back around so I could see her boobs. I'm not even joking. That's the funny thing. You guys are gross. You wanted to see it too. Alright, who are we looking for? Bathhouse, Britze. Here she is.
You and I, we have a mutual friend, do we not?
She grins widely, tongue pressing pink between her teeth. I'm here at Director Castol's request.
Good, good.
The tension in her shoulders settles, and she hazards a small smile.
A Royal Deadfire operative, Quarno, and his Principi associate, Tola, will meet tonight to discuss the details of business arrangement. They have bought out the entire first floor for privacy's sake. Even Gunnar, the proprietor, will excuse himself. Only bathhouse attendants will be allowed to remain, to ensure their comfort. You understand?
What do you need me to do?
I will disguise you as a bathhouse attendant, so you might observe their meeting. With luck and some cunning, you may be able to discover the
We're gonna have to
details of
seduce
the
one of them.
special
$20.
arrangement. You will not be able to take your gear, but do not worry. Should the situation get out of hand, there will be a stash of weapons hidden in one of the changing booths. But I am sure it will not come to that.
You can't do this yourself?
I have had dealings with Tolar in the past, and I am certain she will recognize me. Hence why I have requested assistance from Director Castol, though it pains me to do so.
What can you tell me about Quarno?
He is a snake in the
Carno.
body of a man. Though he is supposedly the Royal Deadfire Company's man, he always seems to be working some deal on the side.
Anything I should know about Tola?
Tola is fond of drink, and her tongue flaps loosely when she has had too much of it.
I'm ready to infiltrate the meeting.
Gelarde. Then you will take your disguise, and I shall take your equipment, Ak.
Her voice drops to a conspiratorial whisper.
Take this rice wine as well. Perhaps you will find use of it, eh?
She winks. Well, I will try to seduce Tola. Hold on, just a second. Get a good look at... There we go. If you guys were wondering, don't put your hands on your hips at me. And then for you weirdos, here's Seraphim. And then the girly dude. Ah, damn, he's built. That's not bad. There's obviously your lumberjack. And then me, the weird fish person. Accountant. Let's talk to the accountant. Nope. Damn it, I'm gonna cough again. Hold on. Alright. Go talk to this person. We actually should quick save first. Tola, there she is. Looks like a lush. A boisterous woman with a long sunburned nose motions you to approach. Her eyes droop half closed and the stench of liquor wafts off of her.
Ah, what timing. Landing in all this water's making me thirsty.
What's all this gathering about? Or what's this gathering all about? Bow and give her a bottle of rice wine. She drinks deep from the bottle and releases it with a belch and a smack of her lips. She regards you through red-rimmed eyes and slowly looks you up and down.
You seem familiar. Do I know you? Or is it the wine that makes me think so?
She hiccups. Gross.
It's probably the wine.
Tola stares at you unsteadily, her eyes half closed. Ooh, let's take advantage of her while she's drunk. That's a good idea. You must be really important if you can afford to buy out the bathhouse. I hope that's not where this is going, anyway. She grins toothily and attempts to wink, but it ends up looking more like she's got something in her eye.
I'm no queen of Nekataka, but I do alright. I captain a ship for the Principe, and the big grouchy guy back there, Quano, works for the Royal Deadfire Company. Sometimes, when he's not doing stuff on the sides. Doing stuff like selling me cannons. That's what we're celebrating. Did I mention that?
Give her another bottle of rice wine. She grabs the bottle and chugs the entirety of its contents without taking a breath. She sways a bit when she sets the bottle down and gives you a bleary-eyed grin.
Has anyone ever told you you're great? 'Cause you are really great. You should ditch this stupid bathhouse. Join my crew. I just got a bunch of fancy new cannons from Quano. We'll be the terrors of the Deadfire. It'll be fun.
What do you plan to do with all that firepower?
I'm gonna blow up some Valian trading company ships and take their luminous Ardra. But shh, shh, shh. Don't tell anyone. It's a secret.
Anything else I can get for you?
No, I've already had too much.
What brings you to the bathhouse tonight?
My large friend and I.
Okay, yeah. We're good now. I think that's everything, right? Report to Director Castol.
You must gather your party.
Alright, looks like we're going back to Castol before we go to the whatever-y. Wait, do I need to leave? Hopefully if I leave, they'll just give me my stuff back.
Report to Director Castol once you've learned what you can.
Fine. Oh crap, that's right. I don't think I can get out from up here, can I? Nope.
You be looking at this the wrong way, lad. Like she be someone else inside your head.
Putting those cipher skills to work, aren't we?
The pair of you share a soul, one and the same. She be your feminine
Except
side.
she's way more manly.
You be hers.
Yeah.
And both of us are equally capable of putting your snooping nose where it belongs.
Alright, can we just leave? Oh, come on. Just let us leave. Son of a gun. Let's go over here real quick. I seem to think I remember missing something. Overlooked cuisine, maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's get out of here. Loading screen, go! I'm pretty happy with where at least my main guy is right now and where Adair is. The only, like, I'm good at doing single target damage, and if I need to, I can hit high priority targets with high deflection if I need to. I just turn off my rapid shot. But anyway, Aloth, I still need to find a place for him. The only thing his fighter class is doing for me at the moment is giving him a little bit more accuracy with his stance, which is good, but not good enough. And then Shoti, I like her Pillar of Flame, but really her other buffs are a lot of them are being overridden by like other things, so that's a problem. And then Seraphim, he's good. However, he needs to be a little bit more durable and a lot more accuracy, I think. Like, he can hit, and he's good at clearing trash, but the trash isn't what is bothering me at this moment. It's the high deflection targets. Get going, come on.
Headquarters are still closed, sir.
Fine. Just every time we come here, it's closed. I don't understand it. I guess we always come here early in the morning or something. Or at night. Alright, Castol is up on the second floor, I believe.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I think we are going to stick with this team for the rest of the game. I want Shodi just in the odd case where I need the priest buffs, which is pretty much every time, really.
You've been
They
a
help.
great assistance to us in the city, I hear. A great many glowing reports. Now then, did
I
you
took care of things
have
at the
a read
bathhouse.
perfecto? What did you discover?
Carno is selling gunpowder and weapons to the Principe.
Diverus? That is worse than I suspected. Please, explain. Spare me no details.
Tola is planning on using Royal Deadfire Company weapons against the Valiant Trading Company convoy carrying Luminous Audra.
Medico, our convoy routes are meant to be a well-guarded secret. I might as well have sent the Principe a letter.
That's all.
That is enough to work with. Aggressiva. I do believe I'm going to ruin Quarno's
Nice.
day.
10,000
I do
experience.
have another matter I could use your assistance with, Watcher. If you have a moment.
More trouble at the bathhouse? Please send us
Not
back.
quite. Though you may feel the need for a personal visit yourself.
Ah, gross. So what are you going to make me do?
It concerns a business associate. A captain by the name of Ferrante.
Our friend?
Is something of a notable figure among the Principi, I'm told.
So you're taking a page from Carno's book?
Believe me, the irony is painful. Still, I think there is a clear difference. Quarno sought to improve his own fortunes, whereas this, I do for the company.
I actually don't mind Carno's a little bit more, because it's less all-encompassing.
Captain Ferrante will have the details, but the matter concerns a contact of his on the island of Crookspur. Apparently, they're having some trouble out there with the hostile tribe. You help them, Ferrante helps the company. You've proven resourceful. You make the logical choice.
Seraphin's narrowed eyes slide between you, the director, and the floor. I'll go find this Captain Ferrante, then. That's not much to go on.
No, I suppose not. Truly, Ferrante can tell you more. It is 3/4 his scheme. For their company, it is simply a potential source of profit. You'll find Ferrante in Dunwich. Dunwich is a den for pirates, as you might imagine. You'll likely be in less danger there than on the sea, but all the same.
We do need to go back
I
to Dunwich.
recommend extreme caution.
Alright, we will do that then. After we go to the tomb of Isir, which we are going to now.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Dang, so much experience. We got 1,400 plus 4,300 plus 10,000, so around 16,000. And we just leveled last episode too, so what are we at now? Almost halfway through, or a little bit over a third.
I don't know what happened. I'm usually faster than that, I swear.
No one's that bad at Orland Slap. And I've played against some real sorry folk.
Maybe I'm just the sorriest of the lot.
Something tells me that ain't it.
Adair, are you hitting on my woman? I think that's what it is. Alright, we need to go to the Sacred Stair. She's letting him win. That's flirting. At the very least, it's emotionally cheating. Shodi, I thought you were better than that. No, she's a dumb young girl. It's not her fault. Everyone's dumb and young at some point. Alright, into the Temple of Barath. Wait, what's that door down there for? I thought this door was the one that... Oh, so we've never actually come in here. Okay. Let's take all their human teeth and stuff. What is that? Amulet of Health? Long incisions along the corpse's stomach and chest provide access to the organs. Yum yum. High Priest Kasu. Do we know him? Sounds familiar. Each tablet has been painstakingly engraved, recounting myths and parables in ancient Huana script. Hold on. I have a feeling that's going to piss him off. So I saved it. What do we got here? Fungal bile? It's a poison. A debuffing poison. Alright. An ailing Amua priest regards your approach with curiosity. He coughs into a sleeve stained with a spatter of silvery flecks. Oh, shit. What happened? Come closer to the altar. Come inside. The temple welcomes all to worship, most especially you. The priest appears knowingly at the center of your chest, lips curving in an ardent smile. I wonder if he knows we're Barath's herald. Hands trembling, he touches a length of chain around his neck.
I ask only for no talking. Not until we pay our respects to Barath, to Rikuhu. Let us pray.
Rikuhu is just another name for Barath. He bows his head. Bow your head.
Deity of life and death, the endless devourer who encompasses all existence, hear this prayer, this voice chiming. I beseech you, Kohopa and Tangaloa, to ready this shell for sucking. Purify my soul in preparation for the coming of the next cycle. Digest all of my devotion. Swallow my sorrows, even the smallest swell, so I can be spit on the morrow.
That all sounds very gross.
And Rikuhu, Barath, my god and goddess both, the eels that churn in ceaseless cycle, the new and the next, and...
From life to death to life again, blessed be an end. Nodding fervently, he accepts your ending to the invocation. We knew that because Shoti has religion. He presses his hands over the center of his chest, touching the item tucked beneath his shirt. Then raising his head, he cracks a frail smile.
All right. I will address your inquiries best as I can.
What?
So ask.
What was that about preparing your soul for shucking?
End of the turn. I'm nearing it. Been working hard, preparing for weeks. You know, to die. But first, I've got to leave guidance for my apprentice, the next in the cycle. Chosen to lead.
He sweeps a hand toward the stone tomes piled across the floor. You're dying?
Been wasting away for months. Can't say it's been easy, dying so soon. I thought about stopping a few times.
You're killing yourself.
Maybe you can see. I'm no death godlike. Barath bestowed not one in my generation with a chime. Not the next, neither. A flawed messenger like me can't open the crypts. So my best chance is to die.
Tell me about the writing on these tomes.
Liturgies. Instructions for ritual preparations. When and how. Sermons. Some histories, too.
His fingers trail carefully across stones as craggy as his skin.
All of this, it's our knowledge has gleaned through centuries of service. Now, I've got to leave it all behind for the next disciple.
Impressive altar. What else can this temple boast?
Under the temple, carved in the mountain's caverns, lies an extraordinary maze of catacombs. So I've read. They're the hanging sepulchres, burial place for ancient Wana chieftains. The bodies are protected by Bereth's best, roaming, always. Plus, the ways sealed by the deity itself.
His words catch in his throat and he curves forward in a spine-racking fit, hacking until he's flush-faced. Fumbling a goat-skin flask to his lips, he drinks until minnow silver liquid dribbles over and slicks his chin. Is that like, do we bleed silver?
Better.
I mean, Amua. He wheezes, wiping a palm over his chin.
The timing's getting tighter. And there is one thing before the end. Something only one touched by Bereth can do.
What's in that liquid? What did you just consume?
Drafts mercurial.
That's going to kill you. He shakes his head.
Getting my heart cut out for to kill me. When the time's right.
Bereth and I have a history.
I know you do.
He tugs at a chain about his neck.
My ears. My infinity coil keeps rattling. Pendants resonating with your chime.
The priest presses the palm of his hand to the front of his chest. He stares, scrutinizing your face. His hands begin to tremble and his eyes widen.
I'd best not let this chance pass. There's a sacred text. The eulogy.
I think I already have it.
It's been buried in the catacombs beneath the temple for centuries, next to his champions. I need it. Of course, the tombs, they only open to the dead, or those bearing Bereth's chime.
Why do you need Aesir's eulogy?
It never was added to the tomes, but it holds the final clues for my death. It's my best chance. I prayed for decades, night to day and night again. Now, here you are, just in time. Means Bereth sent you to see to my success.
Alright, I'll have a look for it then. The priest bobs his head. From beneath his shirt, he untucks a stone-carved circlet in the image of an eel. The pendant vibrates on the length of its chain, thrumming harder the closer he holds it to you.
For my best chance, or only, maybe. Take the coil. It'll open the crypts. Bring me Aesir's eulogy, and I'll teach you all I know of Bereth's arcana.
You mentioned something about the undead in the catacombs?
The dead, with their souls, they roam still. The ones who were chosen by Bereth. Not everyone's born so blessed. Sometimes, instead, you've got to die for it.
This guy's kind of funny. I have some questions about Aesir and the catacombs beneath this temple.
I'll tell you what I can.
What's the story with Aesir?
He's
Aesir.
no Wana, nor a death god like neither, but he was a high priest of Bereth. Aesir was a Diran, a hunter, chasing the undead 200 years ago. Read somewhere, one tome, he sailed to the Deadfire for a weapon, abhorrent to Bereth. Said the blade held a power most fearful.
The priest's face flushes with fervency. His voice rises in volume as he speaks until his breath catches and he doubles over into a hacking fit.
Aesir fought hard for it, won the blade, but suffered grievous wounds. Bereth kept him alive till he could make it to the temple's catacombs. His champions were the ones who wrote his eulogy. Later, they were buried in the sepulchres too.
Was Aesir buried with the weapon he took from Lucia Riven?
Don't know. Did hear he was slain with a coveted blade. The S-talk was an affront to Bereth. That I did read. Aesir wanted to guard it with his soul and his always.
How do I enter the catacombs under the temple?
Got to go outside.
Yeah, we know that.
Me. All death godlikes could open it, Door requires a coil.
Okay, so we resonate like Death God likes, I guess. I'd like to know more about the Hanging Sepulchres.
Forgotten time, when there was only Juana living in the mountain. They got carved in even before the temple sprung up. Before there was Nekataka or a queen. They're well guarded.
Alright, I've heard enough for now. Farewell. Alright, so that's where we're going to leave it off for today. I will get us to the next place. I'll go ahead and go past the load screen so you guys don't have to see it. And then we'll go from there. So please leave a like or comment below and feel free to subscribe for more full Let's Plays like this one. And thanks for stopping by.